It's 2 a.m. and the lights are on. In the Magic Kingdom, magic never gone. Got our Mickey ears on, won't go to bed. We're Disney Insomniacs, enough's been said. Wandering Main Street with dreams so bright, Cinderella's castle glowing in the night. Pirate ship sails and rockets in the sky. We're chasing Tinkerbell, those fireflies. Sleeping at the castle gates, dancing with our dreams so late. Mickey, Minnie, Donald too. We're Disney bound till the sunrise blue. Teacups spinning, hearts a whirl. It's a small land after all around the world. Haunted Mansion gives us chills at 3. But we're ghost hunters now, come and see. Got no sleep, but we're feeling fine, 'cause we're living in this Disney time. Every night it's a new parade with fireworks and magic we'll never trade. Sleeping at the castle gates, dancing with our dreams so late. Mickey, Minnie, Donald too. We're Disney bound till the sunrise blue. Teacups spinning, hearts a whirl. It's a small land after all around the world. Haunted Mansion gives us chills at 3. We're ghost hunters now, come and see. Got no sleep, but we're feeling fine, 'cause we're living in this Disney time. Every night it's a new parade with fireworks and magic we'll never trade. Sleeping at the castle gates, dancing with our dreams so late. Mickey, Minnie, Donald too. We're Disney bound till the sunrise blue. We're Disney bound till the sunrise blue.
Oh boy, welcome in everybody. It is our Insomniacs Hangout night. We got a good group of people in with us tonight. It's going to be a ton of fun. I know a lot of our friends are still live. Hey, if you're out there, Carney's live right now, and Cordy's live in California. Cruise and Theme Park Sierra's live. Disney Magic and Mayhem's live. Mouse Talk's live doing Insanity from home. Park Pass TV is live in the parks. Josh was live out in Disneyland. I think he's coming back. Swish Willie's live. Hey, I don't mind telling everybody who's live. We're glad you're here. If you want to go over to one of them, I fully understand, but we also want to be fair about it. We're going to talk some topics tonight and have some fun. Eventually, my goal is to move these over to Tuesday nights in the evening, and that way they can work around Monday Night Football. So let's talk about the cast of characters you have coming in here tonight. We've got a good one here. Just joining me minutes ago, coming in from southern Canada, getting ready to move to Guam. You know her with her pickles all over the place. Miss Tina Marie's in the house tonight. Uh, Coming in looking like the dad from Encanto. You got it right. It's the Disney Baker. America's Most Wanted. She just got checked out of Disney over there for, she had pumpkins. I heard she stole pumpkins. She had a shirt. She had a car. I don't know. Regina said she's in her crew now. I don't know what this means. But she is one of the best streamers out there, absolutely, on Disney. We're going to talk to her tonight. Miss Jennifer Caruso is here, and I'm going to let her tell her story because we got to get it straight because people don't have the right story out there. Uh, Back in the back room making out right now. I'm trying to get them to stop. Ever since they came in, they haven't been able to keep their hands. Oh, never mind. Mandy, that's the dog. That's not Pat. You really shouldn't be doing that with the dog. Mandy and Pat are here with us. Cakes just had a good stream coming in. He's 9'4" coming in. He is a diehard Vikings fan, and the theme park giant is here tonight. And coming in to us, one of the newest cast members. We're happy she's here. She is photographer extraordinaire, Brittany Laree. All of our friends are here, so let's get them in here. Let's have some fun. Why isn't Tina here? Where'd Tina go? Do I got Tina in the wrong box? Sorry, Tina. Had your box wrong. Hey, if you're on time, that wouldn't have happened. Technically, you were on time though, because you showed up with 1 second left of the clock before I went live. So, welcome in everybody. Hello. Let me make sure everybody's got names up there because we're getting a lot of new people coming into our channel lately with everything that we've been doing. I still got my short trying to be like Jennifer Caruso's and go crazy, and it is still going right now, working its way toward 1 million. So that's good stuff. All right, everybody's got their thing up. Welcome in everybody. I'll go around the room real quick, just say a quick hello, and then we'll acknowledge the chat, and we'll get on to some topics here tonight. Theme Park Giant, how are you, sir? You're boycotting cakes already.
Oh yeah. I mean, you had to lie to me to get me on the show. You didn't mention cakes would be on here, so
he said, whatever you do, don't tell him. So, good to see you, buddy. Sorry about your streaming challenges today.
Oh yeah, they still went off, but yeah, we had some fun the first hour or so.
It happens.
As always.
You just gotta be mad about it when it happens and laugh it off later. That's all you can do.
Yep.
So, Brittany is now back to being a cast member and taking pictures. So I have to watch everything that we say to Brittany because we don't want to get her in trouble. So, how do you like being back in the parks and doing your thing again?
Yeah, it's definitely good to be back with the company. It's been almost 10 years since I worked for them, but it's good working for the mouse, making the magic. It's a dream come true. So I love it.
Nice. Did you talk to Bob Iger today?
No, but I'll talk to him sometime. I'm not scared. I'll tell him. I'll tell him what I think.
Make sure tell him to like and subscribe. That's what you need to do. So
yeah,
true.
You do that.
Tina, how are you?
Just Ducky. How are you?
I'm doing quack. I'm glad you're back. You've been busy running off with vacation and personal stuff going on. We're glad you're back over here hanging out. Good to see you.
Good to be back.
Glad to be back. Disney Baker's here. We got 2 cast members on the stream tonight. That's amazing. Good to see you, buddy. How are you?
Fine as frogs hair, thank you.
Can you say that twice? I don't know.
Fine as frogs hair, thank you.
Dave says he only subscribed once. Baker's having some good streams, man. Katie Wise killing it for your graphics, doing some good stuff. When are you getting back in the kitchen?
Very soon, actually. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
That'll be good.
Yep. Everybody wants something to eat.
I love it. Miss Caruso, how are you?
Hi, Pete. I'm doing well.
I had 9 people text me when your stream happened the other day. I got screenshots galore. It was like, so the truth of the story is, just so you could correct me if I'm wrong. No, I'm going to acknowledge it because everybody already knows here. The truth of the story is Jennifer was so engaged in her chat, and she had grabbed and put on her thing one of the Halloween shirts that she liked because they're good. And she's just going about doing her chat. And one thing I'll say about Caruso is she is so into her chat when she's going. She's focused on it. She rarely misses stuff. And she accidentally walked out of Connections with a shirt. Now, that's the truth. She went right back in. She paid her bill. She acknowledged it. Now, that's the story that's Jennifer wants you to tell. I'm going to tell you the truth. Regina Erie called her up during the stream and said, listen, if you want to be part of my crew, if you want to get tattoos that say you're part of the Erie crew at a PA, you got to hijack something and get out the door. Yeah, so maybe we'll, who knows if that'll come up later in the stream, but I'm glad you're over here. Miss Caruso, of course, streamer for the parks, doing a great job as well. And Cakes and Mandy are here. Cakes just had a great stream over with Ken, and Mandy was required to sit in another room for some reason. I don't know, but I told her she could come over here, and glad to see you guys. Thanks for joining tonight.
Thanks for having us.
I'm glad you're here. We're going to have some fun. Now, I have to warn everybody. I'm going to go say hello to the chat real quick here. I have to warn everybody. Kelsey and Monorail Molly are having dinner together somewhere in D.C. area. And the food looks great because I've seen pictures of the table of the food. And there were beverages on the table. And that they both have access to my link. So I'm just letting everybody know if all of a sudden the doors fall off of this cart, it's not my fault. I had nothing to do with any consumption of anything. They make me nervous. So They know how to find us. All right, let's get into us. I made a new thing to be topical over here. Now I got to. That's why, because Tina was supposed to be in 6, so now I got to bring up 7. Hold on, let me fix this. I need to bring in 7, take out 6. Where is 7? Why didn't Tina come up? Oh, she's way over there in the corner. What are you?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Oh,
I was
Lord.
thinking that.
Oh my God.
But
Now you're on top of Thad. You're just on top of everybody.
I don't want to be on top of everybody.
Wow, that's like 8 feet now.
Oh,
Because
I mean,
Tina's
I'm
only 2 feet. That's like 6.
all right,
Two
there we
and
go.
6.
Hey!
Now we're set as best as we can. Let me say hello to chat real quick, because without chat, it's just me sitting here talking with my friends. It's like a backstage hangout. Hello, Dave Stragan. Good to see you, buddy. Dave keeps sending me that Pittsburgh guy stuff. It's funny, but guys drive me nuts. The Pittsburgh guy is so funny. Vicky Gillespie, hello. Bouncing Journey, hello. Debbie Bernfeld, hello. Teresa Skawara, hello. Zippity Doo Dog, good to see you. Brittany Laree is here. I was supposed to skip you. Skip case. I tried to skip the people that are on the screen to just jump through the chat real quick. Regina Erie, there's the leader of the crew. She's here checking things out. She might be recruiting somebody. Next thing you know, Brittany.
Can I say something about Regina? I picked Regina up at the airport today, Pete, and I got a text from her at 8:45, and it had beverages on it. It was a Bloody Mary.
Oh my
So
word.
she started at 8:45 this morning.
She's like
Picked her up at 1.
she's like Regina Capone. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Go Minnie. Hello. Welcome in. Go Minnie. Movie Mania Nick. Hello. Shelby. Welcome in. Drop it down. Make sure. Kyle A. Hello. Welcome in. Brandy and Dave. Dave's here. Dave knows a thing or two about a beverage. That's my beverage connoisseur. Grandma Grover. Hello. Welcome in. George S. Cook. Hello. Welcome in, sir. Thank you for joining. Dropping down. We got some good topics to talk about too. Jen, Lily's Life Mom is in here. Lily's Life is in here. Hello, Lily. Welcome in. Maria Reyes Ortiz. Hello, Maria. Welcome in. Thank you for joining tonight. Vicky Gillespie, make sure I didn't miss you. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I apologize up front, and I will get to you as we go through because I've got this all caught up now. Dame Dystopia is in the house. Titanic 101. Hello. I think I'm up to par. If I missed you, we'll grab you. All right, let's talk about this. So I pulled some topics to talk about. I got 9 or 10 of them here. We'll kind of go around the room each quick, and I'll rotate as we go through to who's going to start. Talk to me about this, everybody. New snack kiosk under construction. Now, you can see it's under construction there because the walls are up. Why are we putting it next to the bathroom? Is it because you're going to eat and go? Isn't that the best place? Couldn't we have found another place over there to do something for a Hollywood Studios food place? Cakes and Mandy, I'll start with you. What's your thought? When I saw this, I was like, oh my Lord, what are we doing? Mark F., hello. What do you guys think?
One-stop shop, man.
It is. It's easy access.
Oh, God.
Eat and empty. You're all good.
I don't want to smell the
Or empty
bathrooms
any-
at the kiosk. Okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It is very, very odd. And I love the colorful walls, though.
What is Toy Story Land?
I know. But it's not just a plain construction wall. At least it's somewhat colorful.
Yes, it's Sesame Street on crack. It's fantastic. But I'm not sure I want it near my bathroom. Baker, bathroom eats. What do you think?
Well, I've heard about the new dessert menu because they're going to have the multi-flavored urinal cakes.
Oh my God, Baker. Baker. Oh my God.
And just like that, Cakes' name is back to cannoli.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm going to say no to those cakes as well, Baker.
Amen. Oh my God. All right, Jennifer, what's your thoughts? Baker's throwing out jokes, which was pretty good. Hello, Susan.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just going to cause a little bit more congestion, like altogether there. I mean, if you think about it, there's bathrooms in every restaurant inside. I don't know if there's anywhere else in Disney where you have this situation.
Jennifer, I got to call timeout for a minute.
Okay.
We got. Oh God,
Uh-oh.
I don't know where this is going. I gotta go to 8.
Where are we? Oh, there we go. Hi, we're at the White House.
They're at the White House. Oh my God.
Hello.
Hi, ladies.
Can you hear us?
Hello. Hello.
Can you hear us at all?
Yes, we can hear
Yes, we can
you.
hear you.
Has either of you been arrested yet?
No,
No.
not today.
Baker just announced that Disney's selling urinal cakes to eat.
Huh? Urinal
That-
cakes?
That's how the stream's
Cakes?
going so far.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Wow, we've missed a lot.
Yes.
We missed a lot.
Well, that's pretty nice behind you.
It is. It's a beautiful evening.
How do I'm about to look like an old lady. How do I,
Oh,
back
God.
camera. Back camera. Ooh, haha. There it is. There we go.
Look at that
We
flagpole.
There it isn't.
don't see anything.
Oh,
All we see is a black screen.
Well, shoot. How do I?
that's
How many
DC at
beverages-
night.
Oh, there they're gone. How many beverages?
How
I
did
don't even get to
Well,
ask
that
them
was
how many
fun.
drinks they've had. Obviously. Oh, here they're. Oh, coming back. The comedy team of Kelsey and Monorail Molly.
At one time.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, that
I
guy's
would
got
like
a
to
nice
announce
butt.
I've only had half of a tequila soda, so I am stone cold sober.
I can't say the same thing.
Oh my God! Can I talk to that guy right there?
No, we're not. We're not. No, we're not
No?
doing that. No.
Okay.
No.
Hey, let me fix my pants.
Okay, now I need to figure out how to do this again.
Get the picture, Ethel. Get in there.
That is a nice shot of the White House. I will say that.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
And we're black gone. And
Hey,
they're gone.
go again.
Welcome in. Somebody just came in. Who was it? Charles. Hello. Welcome in. You were just at the parks. That's awesome. And here comes our comedy team again.
This is my last time.
Oh,
Sorry.
hello,
I don't
Kelsey.
know how any of this works. My shirt's coming.
Oh, you want to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
What was going on?
Nothing's going on. Oh, wait. Here we go.
Nothing's happening.
So
Yeah, you haven't had a phone in a week.
it's white and
Elvis behind you.
flagpole out front. Do you see the big beautiful flagpole?
I do. I'm moving Caruso over so we can make you guys full screen. There we go. Now we can see you both if you
And then-
there you go.
And Elvis.
Let's talk about how swampy it is out here.
Oh, that's
Like,
pleasant.
it is just disgustingly humid.
How was your dinner?
Oh, you should have seen the hunk of meat I had in my mouth. It
Oh,
was
sweet Jesus.
delicious.
That's
It was
TMI.
delicious. It was the best. No, but I'm serious. It was the best steak I have had in I don't know how long.
And
We also got 7 pies to go.
I also got 7 pies
What?
to go. Just saying. But you know what was really good? The Brussels sprouts were really good.
okay.
Those were good.
Yeah.
And Kelsey devoured her. Just saying.
Kelsey devoured her what?
What does that say?
Add effects.
Hand gestures.
No,
Like
we
if you
don't
go
need
like
to add
this.
any effects.
What?
We don't need to add any effects. I'm concerned with what the effects are. Jennifer Caruso's here.
Hello.
Wait, we don't want to touch it. You might disconnect.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Look at all there. Hello. Like they have up. Wow.
All right. Where are you guys going now?
Do they know we're live right now?
Yes, they know we're live.
Yeah. So do the snipers.
Yeah. Say
What?
hi, everyone.
What?
Just saying.
I see one.
Yeah,
Oh my
just
God.
saying.
All right.
And we're 100% sure that we cannot confirm that our president might be in there eating McDonald's right this moment.
Hold on. I got another problem. Hold on.
We
I got
can
it.
confirm that he is here. in his house. We can confirm that for sure. We know
Okay.
he is in the building.
You know he's in the building. Well,
He's
I got.
definitely in the building.
Hold on, I'm trying to do.
But
Hold on.
Doug coming? Is that
I hope Doug is coming in.
Oh my
That's where my
God.
money is.
There he
Nope.
is. There he is.
Not Doug, but a close second.
There he
Magic
is.
school bus?
Doug, I missed you so much. I've been
Oh my
gone for a
God.
week.
The gang is all here.
The gang is all here. Here
Let's
we
go wax
Hey,
are.
a butt.
so I am in beautiful downtown
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
Look at that.
Look at how light it is there. It's really dark here.
Why have I lost
That's
total control?
because it's on fire.
Not up to you.
Well,
Doug.
I wanted to ask a question.
Okay.
Molly, how many ounces was that meat that was in your mouth?
What was that?
60?
No, it couldn't have been that much.
I don't know.
12. We'll go with 12.
It was just a New York strip. I don't
12
know.
inches. I mean ounces.
I didn't say inches, I said ounces.
It was good, Doug. Like I sat there and they put it down in front of me. I'm like, oh my gosh, when Doug sees this.
My
And
salad
Listen,
was really good.
I'm not staying long because I'm on Ben Roethlisberger watch. He's riding the bus that's right
oh,
behind me.
what?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
You should see
Big
the
Ben.
moon. You should see the
So I'm
moon
gonna
shining
try.
on your
I'm
Baker
gonna
wants to
try
know.
to get him to do a bumper for me and to say that the Ravens stink. So
That won't be.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I'm not getting involved in that.
Bye,
have a
Doug.
great. Yep, I'm gone.
No, yeah, Doug,
No.
no, Doug, don't
I
go
got
anywhere. I
Sunday
want you to
sauce
see
over there.
something. Don't
It
don't
sounds
go
very
anywhere,
okay.
Doug. Because I want you
Why?
to see. You just sit right there because I want you to see something here. Let me go ahead and bring it up for you here. So
Oh,
as we all know, last week there was a magical brand new swing that was ordered for Doug, and I got pictures of Doug on the swing.
oh my goodness.
That's so that yeah, congratulations. That's
A purple stitch.
absolutely fantastic.
And Doug has a
You
purple shirt
look
on.
at the smile he's got on. There you go.
All
Doug,
right. I
things
know
really change
Laura.
in a week. You need to get caught up. I've been gone for a week and now this happens.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Whoever did that, that is strike 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I had
The
no internet for a week. It was not me.
the
I
great
know it
mouse
wasn't
talks.
you.
Walt is
Okay.
hold on one sec. Walt is sending people over to us right now. I love you, Walt. Thank you for doing that. Daniel coming over. Doug, here's the greatest thing. You're not going to believe what $49.95 will get you from FedEx building. They're making it into a full size. It's going to be at the meetup.
Is it the poster that I created?
$49.95.
No, it's not.
It's going to be at the meetup.
No, it's
It'll
not.
it'll be in your room when
You
you arrive.
snuggle with it.
Oh
No,
yeah.
it will not.
It's getting that
You
enlarged.
snuggle with it.
The
I will
Doug
take it
thing.
out in the parking lot and light it on fire.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
And said, I'm going. I want to
Now,
see that.
That was so many strikes.
if it was a
I
big
don't care.
Ron Caruso,
I'm
by
not.
all means, I would sit on Ron Caruso's lap.
Well, we can make that happen too. We can.
He's
Ron's
in
in
the
the
chat.
chat. Ron's in the chat. He'd be all about that.
He's in the chat.
I know Ron's up here right now. I'm going to call him tomorrow.
It's just
Oh,
because I do
sorry.
it anymore.
You should go
Sorry.
hang out. So, all right, I love
All
it.
right.
All right, Doug, go
Goodbye,
find Ben
everybody. Have a
Roethlisberger.
great night.
Bye.
See you,
See
Doug.
you, Douglas.
All right,
Oh my God.
I guess you ladies are
Great.
going heading out to
Now we can
Washington.
throw Doug under that bus. Now that he's gone.
No throwing Doug under a bus. No bus throwing. So, all right, you guys are going around Washington. Have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna walk a couple blocks.
Yep.
I'm not in my best walking shoes, but that's all right.
If someone
And it
walks
is
up
kind
to
of
you, Kelsey, if someone walks up to you and says, "Hey, let me show you something," your answer is no.
I mean, what if I want to say yes?
Oh my God.
This guy over here, is singing karaoke with himself.
Yeah.
Let me
He
talk
is.
She's
to him.
hilarious. So
I could talk
Yeah,
to him.
there's protesters.
there's protesters
All right.
everywhere. Let's
You
just keep
guys be
walking.
careful and have fun.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have
Hey,
a good
guys.
night.
All right.
Now
Oh
back
my
to our
God.
normal programming.
Yeah, now I know how.
Oh my lord. I don't know who else is going to show up tonight. I haven't given out my link, but problem is people know it. All right, back to where we were. Oh, how is that still up there?
Good Lord.
That's something. Look, you can do this too. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. You can do this. Woo, look. Okay. I got that sent to me. I about fell off my chair. I'm not gonna lie. All right, back to and that is not being made into a giant thing. I just wanted to see Doug's reaction. So, all right, back to this. We were finishing. Jennifer, you were talking about it might be too much cluster over there because that is a tight area going around there and heading. You've got obviously swirling saucers on the backside, and you've got the entrance to the Galaxy's Edge on the back part there. So, your thoughts before we got changed up?
Right. My other question would be: are they going to add more seating? And if so, I would hope it's not going to be in front of the restrooms.
I don't know because they didn't add more seating in over at Woody's location there, so that's a good question there as well. So, real quick, thank you to Walt for sending people over. I saw obviously Mr. Ron Caruso is in here now chatting with us as well. I'm just trying to go down real quick. David T came in. If I missed anybody else, we'll say hello to you along the way. I apologize. We were having some fun with some friends. Okay, those are good questions. More seating. Tina, what do you think? Bathroom, food set, is that something new Disney's going to do more often? I don't know if that's a great thing.
I don't typically remember smelling bad smells coming out of the bathroom, so I don't have any experience with this. But putting food next to the restroom doesn't typically sound like a okay thing.
Yeah.
But I guess we're just going to have to wait to find out. I'm not sure if you heard me. Jeff Condon came in.
Jeff Condon, welcome in. Thank you. Kendrick also came in. Hello, Kendrick. We were having some fun with Doug and Kelsey and Jen, so that's a good thing there. Theme Park Giant, what do you think? Something going on over there.
I mean, my first thought when I saw where the wall was wow, that's really close to the restroom. But I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much, but
okay,
that area is so compact in there, like you guys have already said, that I don't know. Is that going to get even tighter, or is that going to help because like Woody's lunchbox is always so packed over there? And then I agree with Jennifer. Like, are we going to get more seating and some shade would be nice in Toy Story Land because I think that's like the hottest land at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where they would put some of the seating unless it's going back toward the left-hand side of that entrance is the only thing I could think of if they were going to do it. I don't know. These are great points. Great
But
point.
Thad, weren't you telling me last week that you were hoping they would take that structure right there and turn it into a jungle gym for you?
Oh,
yeah,
Lord,
just
Baker.
for me. This is my favorite bathroom on property with the all tiny urinals and everything. It's definitely convenient for me.
Thank you for sharing that. That's we were all wondering. Brittany, what's your thoughts on this one? Finishing it up this time.
I do know that area was like a photo pass spot in the past, so we've had someone standing there blocking the way. There might be a little bit more space back there than we think, depending on if they're going to utilize any backstage room. But definitely need to figure something out because it is an awkward spot. But I understand, like Thad said, with Woody's Lunchbox, it is packed all the time. Guests complain about it all the time. And it's just because it's really the only food in Toy Story Land that's not like a thing. So I'm interested to see what food comes and what they might do with it.
Okay. I didn't see a time limit on when I read the article. There wasn't really time limit too much on it. So, all right. Let's start with this. Baker can start this off. We met today over the last couple of days through Disney Media, the first ever Walt Disney audio animatronic. I did put the animatronic short up just a few minutes ago that somebody sent me. Wasn't the greatest quality of that, but it was nice of them to send it. I did watch it on Resort TV 1 today. I'm curious if you guys have seen it, what your thoughts are. If you haven't seen it, here's the animatronic next to the what they were using to pull it off of Walt. What do you feel? What's your thoughts, Chris? You want to start us up?
Well, the only thing I could say is his head should have been thinner. It looks just like it's just too big. I mean,
Okay.
it should be thin, top to bottom, thinner. I mean, look at Walt's head. Look at his forehead. That's from where Walt's hairline is to his eyebrows. It's not the same length.
Right.
I
It's
mean, if you're
different
going to
depth.
spend millions of dollars in doing something like that, do it a little bit better.
Okay. Okay.
That's all.
Jennifer, have you seen it yet? Curious.
Are you talking to Chris or me?
No, Jennifer, have you seen it yet?
I mean, I've seen the pictures. I've seen the animatronic.
Okay.
Of course, not in person. But Pete,
Yes.
we print car parts. We can print organs on these amazing printers. I mean, there is no excuse whatsoever that the likeness isn't exact with our technology. I came from the tech industry. I, for the life of the love, can't figure out why they did this. I mean, it is not a likeness. I'm sorry. It just isn't. I mean, the chin is okay. The nose isn't as thin and defined. Definitely, the eyebrows don't match. The forehead's too short. I mean,
Keep
I
going.
don't
His eyes are too close.
exactly.
I
And
can't argue
I
with you.
mean,
They should have got the makeup guys from
I
Mission
mean,
Impossible.
they could have printed the face on one of these printers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
can't argue with any of you on this so far. I do agree with you so far. So
I don't know at a distance what it's going to look like. You know, maybe when we're looking at it from a distance, but people are always going to zoom in. They want to see it close up. You know.
well, before I go over to Tina, what I will say is, and Debbie says the hair doesn't match. I I watched it live with Resort TV One today when they were doing it, and what I found, as frustrated as I was with my feelings toward it, I found myself the minute he started talking, lost in believing for a second. And then when he stopped and sat back down before the end of the show, I went right back into, okay. But when he's talking, the mannerisms are great. If you remember watching Walt on TV on Sunday nights where he would sit on the edge of the desk and then get up and do that thing where he'd be talking about this thing or that thing, they had all that down. I want to give them their props there, but the facials, no, in my opinion. Tina, what do you think looking at this? Have you seen any of the videos today? Welcome in, Tara Rager. Good to see you.
I've seen a few. I couldn't put my finger on what the animatronic reminded me of. Rob Law said it in the chat. Mr. Belvedere, dead ringer, not
Mr.
Walt Disney.
Belvedere.
100% agree. I agree with everything. The face needs to be more narrower. The eyes, the nose needs to be longer. And Debbie mentioned the hair. I think if you narrowed the face out, the hair would automatically
Come
look like
down.
it should.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, so I don't know what Imagineers they dragged out of a dumpster to make this, but they did it. So
Okay. There we go. Thad, what's your thoughts?
I don't think it's that bad. Show me an animatronic of a actual person that looks like that person, like
What?
perfectly. It's
I
very
thought-
hard to do. I think this is the best one I've seen, honestly, because go look at the Hall of Presidents that come out every 4 years. They never look very good. And I think when you start to have moving function and things like that, that's where it gets a little difficult to like make it mimic what a person exactly looks like. And we're also looking at a close-up picture, a still picture of it, and trying to say like, this is what it is. But like, show that other picture where it's zoomed out and you see the whole body. If I'm in the audience, I think that looks like Walt enough to me. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Let me go
And I
back
think
over.
when you see the videos, I think they do nail the essence of Walt with the movement and things. So
I think they do too. I
I don't
agree
know.
with you.
I don't know. Maybe I just have seen so many animatronics in my life that I'm like, yeah, it's hard to mimic an actual person. Like that's why you don't see it very often, you know. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I challenge you to go to Epic Universe and ride Battle of Ministry and tell me what you think of what their facial projections on their characters look like compared to this. Because
I
this
don't
is
even know
better.
what a ministry is, but okay.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, and those are like great animatronics, but
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
mean, they do have.
I actually think they did a good job. I know it's blasphemy in the Disney community, but I don't hate it. So
I just, to me, it doesn't. When I look at that, I don't see Walt. I see, like, I think the guy that does the Walt imitation that goes around the parks out there, I think he looks more like Walt when he does it than this. But also to say that Tom Hanks to me, while he pulled off the movie, I didn't see Walt 100% in Tom Hanks either. And maybe that's that. Maybe that is because we all have this pedestal that we put Walt on, and we have this vision of who he is, and we've seen. I mean, odds are we've probably seen, Walt more than some of our family members because of the pictures and everything that we constantly do. That maybe that's part of it. But I love that you're buying into it. I bought into all the mannerisms and all the stuff. I just didn't buy into the closed facial. So good point. I like it. I like it.
and
Okay.
I think that's part of it, Pete. Anyone you truly love, you know, if they did something like this, look at all these statues we've had the last few years of like athletes, like the Dwayne Wade one that came out like a year
That was
ago. It doesn't
horrible.
look anything like him.
No.
Like so, like it happens all the time with like real people. It's hard to mimic an actual person, I
I can't. I'm only imagine what I would look like. What they did one of me. Brittany, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, off the jump, looking at it, I was disappointed. This was probably one of the most excited pieces I was for the anniversary was seeing this, only because I know how much Walt loved the Mr. Lincoln thing, and that was his big thing. I agree
Right.
with a lot of what you guys are saying. The mannerisms, I think, on point. I've seen, I'm too young to have actually grown up with that, but I've watched it back, and just now that I'm with the company again, like we see a lot of Walt videos and I've learned a lot of history. I think this Walt looks more like Tom Hanks's Walt in Saving Mr. Banks. If I had to like put a little like stamp on it, in my opinion, I think Walt's eyes are a lot darker brown and his
Yeah.
are kind of blue. And I understand in an animatronic, a dark brown eye might look really dead looking. I have really dark brown eyes, but it's kind of like weird when I'm used to seeing dark brown eyes of myself, seeing Walt's, and then not seeing that in his animatronic. Stuff, little details like that, I will notice because I'm a huge fan, and I think a lot of us will. But I am impressed with what they've done. I think as fans, as people who are passionate about it, we're always gonna, this is Grandpa Walt. Like I'm very like protective over him. Obviously, very passionate about what he's created. So it's never going to live up to our expectations, but I am very impressed by what they have done. I would like to see it in person and maybe get a different vibe. But first reactions, I was like, that's not Walt.
Okay.
But now that
Jennifer,
I'm looking at it and from an engineering perspective, I'm like, okay, I'm okay with this.
Jennifer also said that the voice is correct. They did the voice correctly. I agree with JC 100%. They got, of course they use recordings of him from different events, but the animatronics of the mouth tying in with the voice is great. I will say this, and before I go over to Cakes and Mandy, regardless of what your political aspirations, feelings, and all that are, I don't want to hear any about that as we're talking about this, but there's a lot of people all over the internet saying it looks like the My Pillow guy, Mike Lindell. There's a ton of people throwing that out there. And I get that, he's a diehard Republican, all that. We're not talking about that. We're being respectful on the political side. But I can kind of see it a little bit. It does. I see a little Mike Lindell in it. So I don't know there. Cakes, Mandy, what do you think here?
I agree with Brittany and that. I think from a distance and with the voice, you can absolutely buy into it. And I don't think they were ever going to get it perfect. And I think with this community, if it wasn't 100% perfect, everybody's going to look at it, judge it, compare it, and find every fault that they can. So, but from a mechanical perspective, getting that close I'm impressed, but I would also like to see it and have that emotional moment in person to make a judgment.
Okay, good points there. Good points. Katie Y says where they're maybe basing it off as an older image of him, meaning older on the images you have on the screen. His feature could have that's possible too, Katie. Good point out. Welcome in, Mrs. Katie Y. Good to see you here. And I also should give Katie Y some props on. I can't go into details because Tina's here and she will beat the crap out of me. But I can say this: Katie Y handled the artistic efforts on our upcoming November Hall of Fame button, and it is just as spectacular as when Triple P did it, as when Chris did it. This one is going to blow the doors off everything again. So thank you, Katie Y, for your support. Can't wait for everybody to see it there on that. So, all right. Got all that. Let's go over to the next topic. Next topic.
Pete, can I make one more comment?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, there was a comment somewhere in chat maybe that said Brooke Shields wants her eyebrows back.
That's your comment?
I mean, show that close-up again.
Show the close-up again?
Show the other picture. Show the side by side. Brooke Shields. There it is.
Oh, God, Baker. Jewelry picks, welcome in.
Did I read that right, Pete? Because you texted it to me. Did I read it?
I didn't text you that. I haven't texted you at all. Clown. Looks like a friend of Walt's telling Walt's story. Well, you know, I think that everything our Deus here said is right and kind of ties into everything that we're dealing with there. So interesting it goes. What I would do is I would encourage everybody to go out, find your favorite streamer for out there. There's a bunch of people that have done it. Like I said, I watch Resort TV 1 most of the day. They did an amazing job. I gotta tighten this up a little bit. They did an amazing. Josh did an amazing job. Go out, take a look at it, watch the video yourself, and see what you think, and make your own decisions. And then you'll probably make a different decision. To Jennifer's point, when you get out there and see it firsthand, and you're sitting in front of it, we could have a totally different aspect that when you're walking in and sitting in that little theater and taking it in. I don't know, Caruso. You're not back out there. None of us on the screen are back out there anytime that I know of. So
I want to go back in the worst way. I'm getting back there, Pete. I don't know when, but I'm getting back soon.
Just go back there. Tell Ron, take me. I'll be your helper. I'll be the wing chairman.
So, I'll carry your luggage, Jennifer.
There you go. Baker,
I'll get initiated in. I'll steal a T-shirt and go take it.
I'll steal a T-shirt. I'll steal a T-shirt and go with you. Oh my God.
I have my Disney T-shirt already.
Oh my God.
Disneyland.
Ron says no.
He's not here.
Oh.
He's in Pennsylvania.
You have no say. You're out of state, Ron. She can do what she wants. Hello. There's the amazing Emily. Emily stopping in and saying, hey, seems like it would be too late to tweak the animatronics face. Probably, you're right. Hire a makeup artist, or they could do wonders. That's a great point. Welcome in, Emily. Great point. So we'll see what Disney does. Again, it's brand new. I'm just glad we're getting it, and they're coming through with a lot of brand new stuff. Jollywood Nights is coming. Miss Caruso, we're going to talk about this. Jollywood Nights is coming up. Here's what I'm curious about. The first year it came out, had a lot of bad reviews. A lot of people saying there wasn't enough food offerings. There wasn't enough things to do there. There wasn't as many characters. They felt like they were overpaying for what it is. Last year, man, Disney, to me, and I'm curious to get your guys' feelings, whether you watched it or you were there live, Disney went over the top, and to try to change that around. You had the Muppets. You had shows going on. You had energy going on. You had the ice skaters down there in front. There was so much going on at the time.
The merch was great.
The merch. Are you going to be going to hijack merch at this show? Tell me what you're thinking about Jollywood Nights.
I'm going.
What do you think about how Disney's done with this? Are you excited about it? What's your feeling?
Pete, I love Jollywood Nights from the very first Jollywood Nights. I live streamed it from last year, the year before. I felt I didn't have enough time to get around and do everything. I mean, when you're streaming that, like last year, there was so much to do between all the shows. If you did Nightmare Before Christmas, if you did the stage show Downward Beauty and the Beast, the Muppets, if you did the skating,
Right.
you got to see characters. I mean, there was so much to do. There's music. And my favorite is the soiree up at the Tower of Terror. I love that.
Right. The
Ron and I got
dancing.
to dance. Yes, Ron, you are going. Yes, I have your ticket already for the 8th. Am I going?
I remember watching you and Ron dance last year. So Caruso's 100% behind it.
I'm 100%. I love Jollywood Nights.
Okay. Tina, what do you think of this event? You've seen a lot of it on all the streams. You're up with everything. What do you think?
It's not something that I would pay for. I love seeing anything that anyone's going to stream at Disney because it transports me there. And it's the community and it's the environment, it's the atmosphere. So I'm excited to see if it's, what's going to happen this year with it. For many of our friends that go down and stream it. So,
okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Welcome in, Mary on the Move. Thank you for joining tonight. Ron will be there and he will be dancing. It'll be interesting. Thad, did you go last year to this?
I didn't go last year. I went to the first one ever 2 years ago, and it left such a bad taste in my mouth. I'll probably never go to another one. It was awful.
So here's what I'll say
to you. We had an awful evening there. It was bad.
I agree with you 1,000,000%. Okay. I only went last year because someone in the community who was very nice heard that we were down there, and all of a sudden I got a text that said 2 tickets for this event for you and your son are at the door. And I kind of felt bad because we really didn't want to go because it was so bad the first year. I told Preston I would never spend another dollar. I went last year and they had changed it around so much that I agree with Caruso. It got me excited for this year. I was shocked at how much they had improved it. The food, there was so much more food offerings. There was so much more energy going on. It didn't feel like the first year when it was all over the park like this, and it was just.
And then you'd walk across the park to go see a band play, and they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't even the first night. They didn't even have times out for anything. So we just kept missing everything. And my sister's pretty easygoing. She got us refunds the next day, and I heard they were not giving any refunds out, and we got them.
Well, I would tell you to take a look at one of the end of the year people streams last year that did it, and maybe you might change your mind, maybe you won't, but I can tell you we're going back this year, and I actually paid for my tickets already in advance because I did like that Disney improved it. So. Well, hopefully they keep that up.
I had really high hopes for it, too. I was excited. Oh, we're going to have an adult party. And then it was the lamest. It's the worst hard ticket Disney event I've ever been to.
Okay. All right. I agree with you on that first one. Brittany, did you go last year or the year before?
Yeah, I went both last year and the year before. I think I was the 3rd night the first year, so they had worked out a lot of those kinks, or tried to, since the very first night. Because I heard the first night was an absolute nightmare, and if you're paying for something, I get first night jitters. But by the 3rd night, it was really great. I mean, any excuse that I can try to dress up a little bit, get some cute pictures in the park, I'm gonna be there. But last year I was really surprised. I loved the new ice skating show. It still shocks me to this day how they can even do that here in Central Florida. This year I'm hopefully going as a guest, and then I'm hoping to work it as a cast member. So come get your photo taken by me if you're there. But I love the vibe of Jollywood Nights. Love the Christmas music. Love the decor. I'm a big Christmas person, so I'm here for it.
Awesome, love hearing that. Okay, Cakes and Mandy, I hated this gingerbread man the first year, and for some reason now I want to just buy Christmas ornaments of it. I'm hooked on the gingerbread. What's his name? Geeko? Ollie, that's it.
Ollie.
Oh, I was close.
You were so
I
close.
think Ollie was the only thing I liked that night I went. I thought he was cool.
Okay, I do like him. So, Cakes, Mandy, have you guys gone to this? Did you guys go either the first 2 years?
No, we haven't been to this. Are we going this year? So we'll be down there in November.
We're deciding on that.
Okay. So we're deciding on that.
Yes.
I'd like to ask the cat.
He doesn't have an opinion. I would love to go after seeing last year's streams
Jason?
of it, because unfortunately, I'm going to say this.
Sorry.
I'm going to have to agree with that on the first year. It looked horrible.
Mhm.
It did not look fun at all. And then after seeing last year, I would go. I'd like to go. I think it'd be fun. But I'm the kind of guy that's going to skip most of the shows because I'm just going to go ride stuff. Short lines.
There you go. I can tell you that.
It was great if you wanted to ride stuff. I will say
Well,
that.
Yeah.
That first year that we were doing it, Preston, about like halfway through, looked at me and said, "Can we just go back to the room?" And for him to say that, I was shocked, and it was just disappointment for what we expected it to be a holiday type thing, and last year we definitely felt it. I had a lot more excitement as we went through and everything. So, Baker,
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like,
for,
it looks
for
like
the
they
money,
did
I'd rather do an after hours if I'm there for rides, basically. Like, I'd rather
Yeah.
do that.
right? Okay, Baker, what do you think?
It looks fun. It looks fun. I think I'm going to try and talk her into going this time. I know we're doing Christmas party. So,
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to try.
Chris, hello, AJT, Amy, welcome in, dear. Baker, what do you think?
I didn't go the first year. I did not go last year, but we did make reservations for this year.
Nice.
So, and the reason that is because, and I'll throw this out there, on July 16th every year, I do something that I've never done before. Because this year, July 16th is the anniversary of my motorcycle accident.
Correct.
And I'm just happy to be alive. So Vanessa came in and she said, "What are we going to do today?" And I went, "Today." And she goes, "It's July 16th." And I said, "Oh." And she says, "Why don't we make reservations for Jollywood Nights? We haven't done that before." And I'm like, "Okay." So that's what we did this year. So I'm looking forward to it. The thing that kind of has me kind of tilting my head is it says Disney Holidays in Hollywood stage show hosted by Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Yes.
I don't understand that.
They did a whole thing last year, stage show last year. And I think that they are just utilizing that because of all the reaction to the Muppets this year to try to show that they're still giving some love to the Muppets, in my opinion. I think they're still doing a stage show similar to what they did last year, in the Beauty and the Beast places where they did it last year. So it wasn't bad.
But
And I actually did love the Muppet Show. They did do that the first year, too.
so there's a place near here. It's not too far from here. They rent tuxedos.
Yeah.
And they have the exact tuxedo that Tom Hanks wore in Big when he was at the office party. So I'm going to rent that for that night.
Are you going opening night with me?
What's that?
Are you going opening night? Is that the night you're going?
No, we're going December 17th.
Okay. All right. Just make sure. Figure out when you're there. Just to pontificate for 1 second on what Chris was saying. I'm not going to go into details because obviously it's full Chris's story, but he had a horrible motorcycle accident years ago that he had to live through. And a lot of the doctors and people that worked on him to save him also were people that ended up working with me and on me for my thing. And I will say, Christ has an amazing way of doing things, and God has a unique sense of humor. And the first time that Chris came to my house to visit me to say hello and introduce himself, which I got screamed at because I gave somebody in the YouTube community my home address. Okay. And my wife was so pissed off. She went in the bedroom, wouldn't even come out when Chris came over, and he came over and sat down and told me this whole story. And the whole hidden agenda behind it was Chris trying to tell me, don't give up on what you're doing. You can do anything. Look where we're at. And then he told me how he does everything on that date. And I think that's a really, really cool thing. So I love that story, Chris. Thank you for sharing that with everybody today. All right, let's go to the next thing. I'm going to get Tina to start on this one here. I got to lower this down because I had it bigger before. Festival of the Holidays has been announced to everybody. Of course, with that, you've got all of your Christmas Santa Clauses or versions of them from around the globe are coming back. Figment is making a more valiant approach in this one. I don't know what he's going to be doing, but in some of the merch and everything, I saw Figment, I guess just because he's hot, spend some money. But he is now making a bigger approach to it. All the same stuff is basically coming back with it. I love this festival. It's great food. Hello, Fast Pass Radio. Welcome in, Anthony. I love this one so much. I think it's great during the Christmas time era. It's one of definitely my favorite holiday festivals. Tina, are you excited about the festival? What are your thoughts on it? You know, it's kind of similar every year, but a little bit different. Not really massive changes.
You know, one of my favorite thing about this pack is that they have holiday special things that happen, Christmassy things, and you don't have to pay extra to go and watch and observe. I think that's what I love. Besides the foods, I don't mean like the foods and the drinks. That's different. But unlike Jollywood nights or like the Minnie's Christmas party thing and
Right.
whatever it is, this you pay your Epcot ticket or use your annual pass, whatever. You go in and you can just enjoy everything about it, and I absolutely love that. I love all the different Santa Clauses and the different pavilions, the different cultures. I think it's great. It's great educational wise if you have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it. I absolutely love it.
Okay. Love hearing that. Amy DeBoard, welcome in. Great to see you. Thad, I'm also added in. They haven't given us a list of candlelight processionalists yet. That's one of my favorite things that goes on there. What do you think? Festival of the Holidays. You excited? Is this one of your favorites? Yes, no?
I love Festival of the Holidays. Before I moved down here to Orlando, Christmas wasn't always like my favorite holiday. I was more of a Halloween guy. And then since I've been down here the last couple of years, and I still love Halloween, but I'm so ready for Halloween to be over in Orlando because it goes so long that I've become like a huge Christmas fan for those couple months. And like Festival of the Holidays is so good. And like living down here now, I get to like experience it more, like all the different Santas. You know, I love living with the land on a daily basis,
Oh,
but
yeah.
the glimmering lights is so awesome.
Yeah,
I
the
love
layover.
that they do these like different overlays. It's just a little thing, but I mean, obviously, I'm a big Figment guy here, but like, I love that he wears his Christmas sweater in the attraction. I bought the Christmas sweater last year. I was so
Nice.
excited that they're actually selling it. So, huge fan of Festival of the Holidays.
I'll be curious to see how much more they use Figment. I mean, that sweater was hot last year. I don't know if they're putting him on just because it was a key seller or not. I personally hope that Disney continues to use Figment and Orangebird all the time. I think they're two great characters that Disney can focus on. I don't want to say the word exploit because I don't like that word. I'd like to see them focus on them more and give them more attention and love. So,
They're
Brittany,
my two favorite
yes.
characters. Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. If they got together and did something, it would be a really ugly baby. I got to be honest. So there you go. Tina's thinking about that right now, how that could happen. So Keith Winter, hello, welcome in. Brittany, what do you think? Are you I guess be busy with this coming season now that you're back employed with them?
Yeah, no, I love Festival of the Holidays though. I'm the person that brings a plastic bag in my backpack and do the cookie stroll and then take them home later for and complete them later because I can't ever eat that many cookies all in one sitting. But like definitely love the cookie stroll. I love like the Voices of Liberty and their Christmas outfits with the Christmas
Oh
classic
yeah,
vocals. So good. And it's like candlelit processional is great, but the Voices of Liberty you can just like walk in and sit down and just enjoy. Yeah,
great
I
call.
love it. I think it's really unique and lots of good treats, which is always a good thing.
Great call out. I love that. Well, we've talked to three people so far. Cakes, I'm coming over to you. They've brought up a new item that goes along with the festivals along the way. Can you keep that momentum going? Is there something we haven't mentioned about the festival time down there that you love?
No, we pretty much covered it all. No, we every time we're down there during the holiday season, we always go, and we always have a great time. We do the cookie stroll, like a lot of people. It's fun. The only thing we didn't get to do last time was we didn't actually get to ride Living with the Land because
Oh,
someone who shall remain nameless, she didn't want to wait 45 minutes to get on Living with the Land. So
you
we
can't.
went.
You cannot call Thad a she. That's not fair.
And I'll wait
Much shorter
45
than
minutes any
Thad.
night for that.
Wait 45 minutes any night for that. I love that. That's
I
good
would
stuff.
have.
Unless I'm
I
riding with
would have.
cake, then yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
I would have waited. Mandy would have waited. Ken would have waited. Jenny would have waited. So the one who wouldn't wait, I shall remain nameless. She's like, nope, and the boss says nope, so we say nope.
Okay.
I
Well,
keep
you got to
telling
do what
people
you.
on my stream, everyone thinks Lily's so sweet, but she's pretty sassy sometimes.
Oh, yes, she is.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
we love Lily, and speaking of which, cheap plug. She will be our guest this Sunday night at 6 o'clock on the Triple C show. The show is done, by the way, Tina, and Tina doesn't even know this yet because I haven't told any of them yet. This Sunday, with Lily coming on, I thought it was a special night. We are debuting a whole new, brand new Triple C set for the show, and it looks pretty good. Tina, I can show you after the show if you'd like to see it early in advance. It really, I worked on it for 7 hours today. Put that because I want it to be really good for the ladies doing their show with their 100th show coming up, and of course with Lily coming on. I thought, what better time than a special show like that? So come check that out. So cool. Thank you, Cakes. Baker, holiday time. You and me have had some great times down there over the last couple of years. Are you excited for it coming up?
Well, I am this year. I mean, we did have some great times. We continue to have great times, but I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to dive into the desserts a little bit more this year.
Nice.
And I'm going to make that a very pivotal part of my live streams.
Okay, I like that idea.
Yeah, and maybe do some vlogs about it, and just let everyone know what they have an opportunity to enjoy when they get to the Festival of the Holidays.
Nice. And speaking of which, just to let you know, Preston told me the other day when I told him about the Christmas party ticket, he goes, "I'm going for 50 cookies this time." I'm like, oh my God.
Bring a backpack.
He had 39 last time. He's going for 50 this time. So as long as he doesn't get the sticker doodle, all the other ones I like. The sugar and the red velvet was sick. So, but that's totally different than what Chris is talking about. He's talking about all the bakery stuff there's a ton out there.
Yeah.
There's so much you could vlog every night to keep you blue in the face. So please do that. I'm a foodie. I love that at heart. So, and Ms. Caruso, I'll come to you last. You had some great streams all last year through the holiday season, highlighting some of the music, candlelight processionals. You really hit it hard. Are you looking forward to this year?
I absolutely love Christmas at Disney everywhere. Festival of the Holidays is awesome. I love the storytellers. I love going in and listening to Père Noël. I just love the Santas, the Barn Santa. I love all of that. The music, what you get over in the Canadian Pavilion. You get some great music over there. The food is good. This year, we're going to try and bring Ron's mom, who's 99. She wants to come to the candlelight.
Wow.
So, yeah. So we're waiting for the narrators. I think they're not released maybe till mid-October, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
mid-October. Yeah. But I mean, Baker, if you need somebody along with you on those dessert streams, I would gladly go along and taste with you.
There you go. That's a great idea. I love that idea. The other thing you can keep in mind with this, obviously it's not fully tied into Festival of the Holidays, but the ambiance around the resorts during the holiday season, you can go and just do resort tours. I've done them. They are fantastic for what you get to take in. There's something special about the musical overlays that Disney does all over, whether you're at the Springs, it doesn't matter where you are. You feel like you walked right into the Disney version of a Hallmark movie, and I absolutely love that. And of course, the merch. There's a ton of it. My God, all over the place for you to get. And of course, if you can't get it, you can reach out to Caruso for a small fee. She'll work it out. She'll get it out the door for you. So, Magical Mike, hello, welcome in. So,
well, hey Pete, if I may, so everybody knows that within the park, there's a lot of people all the time in the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you think the chances are that I would be running across a rainy area from the teacups and run right into the Winnie the Pooh ride, and guess who's standing right in front of us?
Tigger.
Jennifer Caruso.
Oh.
Same difference.
Hello, Jennifer.
Same difference.
Same energy.
Yeah.
I mean, all the parks, all the places, and there was Jennifer.
I
I
tell you
love
what,
that.
Daniel POS, great to see you, and thank you for coming over from Walt's thing too. I appreciate you. Daniel says Festival of the Holidays is super cool, and then he took his message down. I think one of the best things now for me, Jay Grubbs, hello Jeff, good to see you, buddy. One of the greatest things now for me is honestly is sitting there listening to holiday music and seeing one of your friends that you've met through this community come walking over to you and get to spend, it may only be a minute or two because it may be in crossing as they're trying to get to somewhere else. Maybe somebody you see all the time or somebody you haven't seen in forever. To Baker's point, it could be something like that. I can't tell you how many times. Last year, I was sitting at the Christmas party parade. Me and Preston, Casey was with us. We were sitting next to Jenna and Nate. And we had like 16, 17 people come by that were people from the community. Hi, I'm so-and-so. Meeting somebody you meeting for the first time that you've never met before, but was just a name and is now a face during that holiday time. It's pretty special. Hey, Walt, welcome in. Thank you for sending people over, buddy. Mouse Talk's in here, everybody, our partner channel. Walt, I want to get you in here next week on Thursday night. Put it on your schedule. If I can get you in here. Walt and Melissa will be with us tomorrow night doing news and merch with a bouncing journey. So guys, if you'd like to see more Walt, Melissa, and April, come over to that. Also, I got cheap plug because I got to do it here because we're working hard on it. I don't want everybody to forget about this. Job. Hey, we're doing the meetup coming up. It is going to be December the 13th, and I am definitely excited about this as it's coming together. That's going to be over at Disney Springs, everybody. That is the night for Night of Hope. I hope everybody is going to be supporting Night of Hope when they come out with it. If you want to make donations to Steve, for the event, reach out to him. If you can go in-house and go to the show, I can tell you the efforts by everyone there, everyone, not just Corey and everybody down below him is phenomenal. They do an excellent job. You get to see a lot of great friends. All the money's going directly to Give Kids the World. The live auction's spectacular. And if you can't go, hey, there's ways to help at home. You can share it out. That's free. Doesn't cost you anything. To anywhere that you can. If you know of a corporation or a business that likes to make donations during the holiday time, that is an excellent one to do it to for Give Kids the World. It benefits kids and Disney through that way. And also, of course, if you can make donations yourself, you can also do so. So we are going that night from that afternoon from 11 to 1 and just hang out, have a good time for a couple hours so everybody can go back and get ready for that. I hope you're going to support it. But we're excited. December the 13th. And the reason we're doing it is, for those not listening, is we did a charity meetup over there in just a couple weeks ago. And I expected maybe 5-10 people to stop by and say hello. And we had close to 50 people there, 45 to 50 people almost blocking the entrance to Tron. And a lot of those people came back to me afterwards and said, hey, could you do that again? That was so much fun meeting people. Brittany was there. Thad was there. Baker was there. Jennifer, you were up in Pittsburgh, I think, on that one, right? Weren't you up in Pittsburgh during that when we did that?
Yeah, I was out of town, but I was there. I was there with you in Hollywood Studios. The day before that.
You and Steve both had to go and do stuff, but you guys were all hanging out with us beforehand. And of course, Pat showed up out of nowhere. First thing I asked him is, did Mandy allow you to get out? And he was like, he said to me, I told her you can just suck on it. I'm going. I'm like, all right, well, I wouldn't put that on the stream. So don't put that on the stream, Pat. Spaceship Ears, John, good to see you. But it'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. December, going to be a good time. Holiday season, man. It's always good time. Stephanie, hello, welcome in. Let's see, where are we going up here? Next topic here is, let's talk about this. Tina gets to start this. Nobody better. I can't wait to hear your opinion on this. This is legitimately happening. I was shocked to see this out on the AP circuit. ABC News picked it up. NBC News picked it up. CNN picked it up. This guy that started this app, it's not even fully ready yet. From the interviews that he said, it's close to being ready. It got picked up by the AP, and now he's getting bombarded. And he also said that he's had a couple major companies reach out to him and want to get involved. So this guy went overnight for messing with something that he's been dealing with for 2 years to now, I guess he's got money getting thrown at him, and people, the reaction online as I've went through like TikTok and Twitter and some of these where these have been posted, it's been a lot of positive reaction of people saying, hey, it's about time. He's going to call it Single Riders. Well played. Well played. It's a new dating app being developed for single Disney fans. Tina, is this something long out of the way? What are your thoughts just in general? What do you think?
This is going to be very interesting to watch unfold. You know, we you have the non-dating app ways of meeting your significant other uh, that has us, common interest in Disney. We have our very own in the chat, Stephanie and Paul. They got together just from our community
Yep.
alone. But now we have a dating app where you can specifically search out a partner that that brings in the love of Disney as well, and that's going to be really cool.
Okay. Thad, the dating apps out there and the websites and all for that, people spend a lot of money on that. There's a lot of people that believe in that nowadays, that rather than going to the grocery store and meeting somebody as you both grab for a cantaloupe or something in the produce department, that heck with that. I'm going to look at an application. I'm going to look at the resume and make a decision. What's your thoughts on this one?
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you have a good starting point, and I know a lot of Disney adults probably don't want to be with someone that doesn't have the same interests, so I think it makes a lot of sense. And then when you think about what almost 20 million people a year visit the Magic Kingdom, I mean, there's a lot of people out there. So
yeah, I mean, think about how much money this guy's going to make if he just charges $4.99 for the app or something, flat rate. That's a ton of money off the get go. Okay, Brittany, what do you think? Is this something that's good, bad, and different? What are your thoughts?
Um, it could go really bad. I mean, hopefully it'll go good. I mean, I think that's any dating app. I mean, you got the success stories, you have the scary stories. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, if you're a big Disney fan and you're single and you're looking for somebody, you probably don't want to be with somebody who's going to make fun of you. Someone that's going to share your common interest, just like, your love for anything else in the world. You would like to find common ground with somebody. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like Tina said, we'll see how this rolls out. I'm very curious how it's actually going to play out.
Okay. Debbie Bernfeld said she would join it, so be aware, everybody. Debbie's out there. Magical Mike says Jen and I met on a Facebook dating app 4 years ago. So interesting. There you go. And of course, Walt would do wonderful on it because he wants to go Dutch. He's going to go Dutch dinner date, though. Too expensive. So I don't know if I should say congratulations, Melissa, or if I should say, hey, Melissa, there's going to be a dating app called Single Riders we wanted to let you know about right there. I'm not sure which way I should go on that, but one way or another, I guess people will figure it out here very, very shortly on it. So, and of course, Walt will figure it out too.
Pete, you're funny.
Thank you, Walt. Cakes and Mandy, there's a dating app, and in answer to your text, I'm not sure if Ken's going to be putting up there or not. You'll have to wait and see. But what's your thoughts on this?
Well, my thought was the first thing was he looked at me and he's like, "Don't look so excited about this."
Don't look so excited about this. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, but I think it's great. I think it gives people a forum to find a common interest, because there's a lot of folks out there that look at the Disney adult maybe more negatively than we would like them to.
Yeah,
so if
that's true.
Brings people together, I'm all for it, and hope those horror stories are very minimal.
Okay, interesting. Baker, an app where people can meet that love Disney right off the get-go. You don't have to ask that question of, well, what do you think of the parks?
Oh, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, you get a bunch of people that are single that, like, again, we had two people and Paul and Stephanie, but there's only one, two, three, four, five, six single rides in all of Disney. So when they get together, are they going to just go ride one of those rides the first time together? That would be something cool.
That would be something. I have no
Mhm.
idea. I'm waiting to see how they're gonna play this all out. Not because I want to use it. I want to talk about it over here. I think it's a great topic, and
And
so Walt says, by the
Baker,
way,
Baker, if I meet a woman on here, she better understand we're going single rider anyway because it saves time.
there you go, there you go. Walt says to let everybody know she's got the best. She doesn't need the rest, according to him. So he's got that going on. Dave's Disney Dreams wants to know everybody to know he's taken out there. Okay, Dave. And Jay Grubbs has no shame in being a Disney adult. So, Miss Crusoe, what do you think about all this? Should we get Michael on here and get him going, or Nick? We could put Nick on here.
We could put Nick on there. I tell you what, I think it's a great idea because some of these dating sites, like they will filter through interests for you. I have a and I mean, this
how
is
do you
already
know?
filtered through. Well, I know because I have a girlfriend that's single and she has
Regina?
been involved with these. It's one of my best friends from grade school, and it takes a lot of time to see and go through this to see if you have common threads, like if you like to go to the ballet or you like to art or what and this is like, just if you're in this, you have that common interest, and I think it will be great for people, to
I think
meet.
it's
It,
really.
it just gives them a foundation to start on, where they'll have common things to talk about.
I agree with you. Walt says that Steve and Corey met through the community and they seem happy, which he's not wrong with that one. And then, of course, Doug says we can play the Regina dating game. I think it's great because, I've seen people even that walk into this house here because many of you in here have been to my house. Tina's been here, and Chris, and also Jennifer. And, my house does have the upstairs is all Disney. The basement is all sports, pretty much. And you take that aspect off of there when somebody walks in, and I see that look on their face of, oh God, what did I walk into? You take that aspect away right off the bat, and that Disney thing that people love. Heck, you can set up your first meet in a public place that's safe as going to Disney Springs and having lunch or doing something. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'm curious about it. I was shocked when like I said, when all the news picked it up. Nick Kirstie, welcome in, Nick. Good to see you, buddy. So, all right.
That's an interesting point that you say it's like a safe place to meet up, Pete, because one of the things my sister, she comes down here a lot and she'll go solo on trips like hers. Her husband hates coming down here. But
right.
One of the things she said to me like a year ago was, because I wasn't going to go out with her the one night, and I'm like, are you cool with that? And she's like, no, that's why I come here, because I feel safe at Disney. So like that is a really like good, I hadn't thought of that, because it's got to be weird to go meet a random guy somewhere. So
it definitely
you want
is.
to be out in public in a safe place.
Absolutely, and I fully agree with what your sisters think. Walt says I walked into Pete's house and definitely said, God, what did I walk into? Thank you, Walter. I had, sometimes with the crap that I've had to go through, and I still go through, it's kind of like postpartum in a way. I have nights where I will have an excessive stress sleep because my body still remembers the trauma that I went through. And I had one of those sleeps the other night, and the weirdest damn thing was, halfway through the sleep, apparently my mind took me to Disney, and I was in Magic Kingdom sitting on a bench, and I woke up for the first time out of one of those things calm. Like I wasn't going through the shakes and all the stress and a heavy heartbeat and all that stuff. And I truly believe it's because, Disney was my safe place for the 20 years that I supported with my job. When I went to Disney, I was happy. I wasn't thinking about all those, challenging things that I had to do with my job supporting the military and our soldiers. So I definitely think that's a thing. So I hope it works out. Well, more to come on that. I'm going to try to keep up on this and let everybody know as I see the new stuff that's legit, not the stuff that's TikTok lies coming out there. So we'll talk about that. This was just hot off the press, and I was very excited about it because I did have the gang leaders picture. Now I actually have the other. This is the actual mugshot that was taken here. So if anybody needs a copy of this for your local store down at Disney to know, it is available for you right there. So there you go. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I love that when I saw that. I thought that was fantastic. Props. I
Still
gotta get.
better than that Doug and Stitch picture.
Well, I don't want to give props out because Jennifer knows who made it. That's all that matters. Oh, Amber's home. I guess Sully will be coming in here in a minute. All right. Let's talk about this. I'm curious if you guys would buy this or not. And I'll start with that on this. This is something that I saw, and I want to say it was available at the Hallmark stores, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. But it's a Disney Haunted Mansion cookie jar with sound. When you lift it up, you get that ghost host voice from when you go in there, and it's $99.99. It's $100 for a cookie jar. That yes or no? Are you on this or no?
I love the Haunted Mansion, but I'm a no on cookie jars. I don't really like. I love that Spaceship Earth one, but I'm never going to buy it. I mean, and I'd be the same with this. It looks cool, but I just have no need for a giant cookie jar.
Okay, interesting. Miss Brittany, what do you think? Is this going into your house?
I'm gonna have to agree and say no. I mean, I want them like the castle one at Disney so bad, but even with a cast member discount, I still can't bring myself to buy it because it's just gonna sit on my counter. I do think this is cool, and I do know a lot of Haunted Mansion fans who might go out and buy it, but it's personally not for me.
Okay. Is Doug out of here? Okay. What? Just missed it. Hold on. Don't want to leave him behind. Gotta go. Have a good night rest. Okay. Tonight is what is today? Today's Thursday. Tomorrow, Doug will be live 9 o'clock in the morning. Everybody, doing his coffee talk with Scallywag Steve. Please go over and check out Doug's show. He does a great job highlighting all that's going on over there, and they have a lot of laughs. Check every now and then you'll hear Caruso calling in, and that's always a lot of fun too. Especially when Ron comes in his hot red attire from the beach from the Bahamas or wherever. Hot Ron from the beaches or wherever. I don't know, whatever he's called. I can't remember it all. Cakes and Mandy, what do you think about this?
I love it, but the cost is a little high, and I'm trying to figure out where I would put it. So chances are, as much as I love it, I probably wouldn't buy it.
Cakes? Did he just mouth get two of them? I think he just said get two.
No, he did not.
Get one for me. Get one for Lily. It's all good.
There you go. Spread the joy around. Are you Cakes? What do you think? You're shaking your head. No, no way. No Haunted Mansion for you.
We moved 3 years ago. We moved and we got rid of, I don't know, like 6 cookie jars. Like someone had collected, like the ceramic ones. And no, we just don't have a use for them. I don't hate it. I mean, I think it's cool, but I'm with Brittany and Thad. I'm like, nah.
Okay.
Nope. Not for me.
Everything okay? Well, it's going to take a little bit. Where's he at? In your bedroom? Sullivan. He's not going to come in here. Not with you. Oh, there he is. Hello. Come here. You want something? Sully hadn't been feeling that great. Come here, buddy. He came in to say hello or say goodnight, one of the two. Over here. Come here. Nope, he's going to.
Hi, Amber.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
Hello.
There it is. Are you going to go night-night? Go night-night. There you go. He's, oh, well, I guess he's going to go night-night on his bed in my office. Okay. Well, there we go. Baker, are you allowed to do this, or will you get in trouble with your wife?
Oh, well, what does it say first?
It does the whole ghost host, thing, there's room for one more, that whole speech.
Well, I like that part. There's always room for one more cookie. So
that's true.
But attention to detail is everything. Why make it look like it's a chocolate house?
It does look chocolate.
It
That's
does.
true.
That's what I thought too.
Okay.
You know, that's what I first things first. Before I even read anything, I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh, it's something chocolate. I mean, I like chocolate, but am I going to put that on my kitchen counter and put cookies in it? No.
Would it have been more to you to get if it had been the Florida mansion as opposed to California?
Oh, most definitely. That would have been a no-brainer.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
curious.
Hands down. Yeah.
Okay. Jennifer, what do you think? How many of these are we getting for the multiple Caruso retail establishments? 100 of these?
Well, I am not a huge Haunted Mansion fan, but my son Nick is, and he would definitely buy that. And he loved the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland. So this would be something that he would buy.
Okay. Okay.
In
Kelsey
fact,
Elizabeth.
it looks like maybe a nice birthday gift. His birthday's in September, so
Well, there we
I'll
go.
think about it. Yeah.
Let's get it going. Kelsey says, Jen has been returned to her family and I'm walking back to my car. Be safe, please. Be safe down there. I know you do that all the time, but you're still one of our friends and we worry about you. Stephanie would buy it if it was chocolate. There you go. Walt says most cookie jars are for decoration. The cool thing around Halloween. You're right. I've got a bunch of them here. I got a ton of them here. There. So Tina, what do you think? Would you spend $100 if you had it laying around on this cookie jar?
I would not. I think maybe if it looked more like the one in Disney World, I might be more inclined, but it would need a lot more glow in the dark windows, Hatbox Ghost pop in one of them, maybe
Okay.
the Dune buggy somewhere incorporated, and Madame Leota. I need a little bit more. This looks like a Southern colonial house. Doesn't
Okay.
look like the Haunted Mansion to me.
Do this real quick.
Glow in the dark.
What's the deal? Ken doesn't answer the phone after 10 o'clock because he turns into a pumpkin?
Pretty much.
Good Lord.
Cat butt.
Lily, more cat butt. Lily, I'll take care of it. I'll make sure they buy you this. They got to buy you this thing here. Lily wants it. So, Mouse Talk says.
Lily doesn't like the Haunted Mansion. She doesn't like it.
Melissa says, like that, Tina, you need to design the Florida one. There you go. Hear that?
Yeah.
Glow in the dark. Oh, that's two. That would be good. Good ideas coming from the Mouse Talk household tonight. I love it.
That's what I said. He's making fun of me.
Yeah. That's just Walt. He's got that laugh. If you ever, it's a Walt laugh. So
Be safe, Kelsey.
yes, please be safe. I'm happy to report that I'm in my car and off to the. Oh yeah. Hey, you just bought a Haunted Mansion chocolate looking cookie jar. Just to let you know.
Oh, good, man. I appreciate it.
Lily said she wants it, and I said she's doing the show. She can have it. So make sure you take care of that. So
Okay, thanks.
bye. There you go. Trying to help you out, Lily. There we go. Yes, there needs. What is let me see what Amy said real quick here before I go to the next one. Needs to be a Walt Disney World Haunted Mansion. Hopefully they come out with that. So that'd be interesting if they do. All right, let's go to the next topic here. I got two more here. Got about a half an hour left. I want to go 2 hours, and hopefully everybody can hold off till then. Let's talk about this Disneyland. And I just grabbed this. I didn't grab them all because there was a lot. And I'm just curious, guys, your thoughts. I know we get upgrades and all the time. Is the timing unique that they just did this right before the 70th, right before everybody's going to be coming? This is just the resort menu with the, water bottles going up 40 cents a bottle, fountain beverages going up 40 cents a bottle, a thing, pretty much all the way around. Chocolate milk jumping up 50 cents a container. You can look at the coffee options jumping up 50 cents an opportunity. Nitro Brew jumping up 50 cents. You got your snacks like the Mickey Pretzel jumping from $5.99 to $6.29. The filled pretzel with cream cheese jumping up to $7.29. And this was just the start. If I actually went and pulled the whole thing, It would be about 5 slides long. It included popcorn buckets and snack items. It included meals that they knew, like certain of the buffet meals that were jumping up anywhere from as low as $7 to one I saw jump as high as $15 for the meals. Price increase come, cost of goods. Brittany, start us up. Is it just odd with the timing, or is Disney doing what they do?
I think they're doing what they do. I'll be honest. It's been sad to see so many prices that Disney specifically go up. Um, if I wasn't an annual pass holder, now a cast member, I don't think I could afford to go to Disney. I can't imagine a family going. I mean, it's just my husband and I, and it's just to have even a staycation is still hard, even with the discounts that I get. So it's definitely sad to see something even as little as food. I mean, sometimes you don't have to go, you can pack your own food, but to go have a special vacation, want to grab something special might now be even more out of people's budgets than already having to afford the vacation itself. So I think it's a little sad, but it happens.
I looked at it, Ken and Mandy, and looked at it I just figured family of 4 for like a 4-day weekend type thing, and just buying some of the stuff you knew and whatever did. I figure it could go up easily somewhere in the $150 to $200 range just for a trip there based on this. What's your thoughts?
I'm sad about the timing because this absolutely does feel like they knew more people were going to show up. What better time than to increase all of our prices and just gouge everybody a little bit more, because you're already paying enough to get there for tickets, for your resort stay and everything else. So it makes me sad because I think they're going to slowly push Disney out of the price range of the normal person. And just a side note, Pete, if you ever get a chance, ask Lily how she feels about fruit punch.
Fruit punch? All right. I'll ask her on Sunday. I will ask her on Sunday. So, okay. Interesting. All right. Baker, they're charging more to be in the store. Hold on, let me hear it say, "Hi, I'm the Disney Baker. I really look sexy in this shirt, and I wanted to tell everybody."
That was the other day.
Oh,
sorry. So I always say, Disney, they come out with some merchandise like this, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, they come out with the same thing, but it now holds a water bottle behind it, and they charge $12, $14 more for it. So the person that bought that now wants to buy the other one. Here you have somebody, just take the average approximately 50 to 60,000 visitors across Walt Disney World wide a day. Now, so you take 15,000 people and multiply that by 50 cents. That's $8,000. And that's only a small percentage. So you take half that. It's 60. They know how to do their math. They raised Disney Plus how much? $5 a year. A year. And how many millions of people have Disney Plus? That's a lot of money in the bank. So as a business, looking at it business wise, I understand that. Soda doesn't cost you 50 cents extra because they're giving you 30% to 40% ice anyway. So you're paying more for ice than you are for the actual soda.
You're absolutely right.
So when you look and you break it down, it doesn't make any sense to me why they have to go across the board and raise everything up. I agree with what Brittany said. It doesn't make any sense. And why now? Why now when you have an aggressive partner in the entertainment industry that's shocking the doors off of you? And everywhere you look in our parks, walls are going up. Yep. Well, what's a wall mean? A wall means to me you can't get here from there. Okay? So I don't want to see any more walls go up. I don't want to see any more prices go up. Give it a rest and just go with the flow for a while and see what's going to happen.
Okay. Interesting. We'll have to wait and see. Jennifer, Ron sent me a text and said to tell you cruises don't cost as damn much. So I don't know what that means, but what do you think about this pricing going up?
Well, I don't want to hear anything about it from him. That's for sure. Because him and his cruises, he's got 2 more scheduled on me. But I mean, I enjoy the cruises. I shouldn't say that, but it's too many. 2 a year, it's enough. But he likes to go on those ships, so I'll go with him. But California is expensive. I mean, the only thing I found in California that was not expensive were the Uber rides. They were cheap, but everything else I found to be expensive. So, I mean, this doesn't surprise me at all for California. They have a lot of taxes over there, way more than us in Florida. So, when they include taxing in their prices and stuff, it's substantial.
Well, you look at that Mickey pretzel, that pretzel with cream cheese, you're almost paying $10 by the time you get through taxes and everything else, and all that stuff. So,
yeah, Nikki and I didn't eat a lot in the park. We really had 2 meals in the park and maybe a snack. But we were really busy. We didn't have time to do big.
He told me you were running around, had him filming everything. You wouldn't let him eat. That's what he told me. He's like, it really wasn't.
That's really about true. That's sort of true.
Tina, what do you think? This is price increases. They're going to be coming to Walt Disney World sooner than later. Hi, I'm Tina Marie. Take a look at me. I want you to look at my.
Sorry. In order to fund what's behind those walls that are going up, we have to just hike the prices up astronomically every single 6 to 12 months. I don't know. It's crazy to me. I agree with Baker 100%. Look at your competition, see what they're doing, and maybe learn from it. Because this is nuts. But then again, we have people flooding the Disney parks left and right, no matter what. So they're like, we're not doing anything wrong. Let's just keep up the status quo.
Yep. Tina stole my thunder because that's exactly the transition I was going to say. Thad, the parks are full. Obviously today was a little bit different because it was a historical day, but parks are still full down there in Disney when I see it. Parks are full in Disneyland when I see it. People are paying the money. Disney's going to keep getting it.
Yeah, I would argue the parks have not been that busy down here this summer. Disneyland is a very different story than Disney World. This is by far the quietest I've seen it in years. This week is the first week I've actually seen somewhat summer crowds down here. Like July 4th week was dead.
Really?
Dead. Like I walked on everything at Epcot on July 3rd. I waited 35 minutes for Guardians at 2:00. We are talking the quietest I've seen Epcot in a long time. So I think they raise these prices because they know Disneyland's going to be very busy with the 70th. I'm curious if they'll do it here because people are not coming here and they are offering steep discounts to come and stay at the resorts right now. So, but we are also in, Disney goes through these phases every decade or two where like we're in a building phase right now and they're going to have to pay for all that. And you're losing revenue because people aren't coming in. So it's going to be that kind of ballet. They have to do that dance to do it right. We also know we're due here in about probably 3 or 4 weeks for the biannual ticketing to down here, right? It's usually like August. So, and that's going to happen. They always do that. So, I mean, this is why I carry this around with me, and I only drink water in the parks. But it's. I hope they don't raise prices down here because I think they're already kind of losing some. I mean, I just think it's a bad travel year right now. But yeah, I mean, Chris is right. Like, Epic's over there, and yeah, they're making Disney look kind of bad right now. So
well, plus with all the construction that's going to be going on now through 2027, kind of, I think we're looking. I
was at Magic Kingdom today. It's more and more walls are going up on the river, and like if you look at those walls, and I am taking this from Fun to Be Free, John, he pointed this out. Those are like long-term walls they're putting in. Those are not the temporary. Those are going to be like 4 or 5 years. Like it's going to be a while till we see anything behind there right now. So
Interesting.
it's kind of weird over there.
Okay. I did try to reach out to him too. I was going to invite him on tonight, but he didn't return my call. So maybe next time.
He was probably streaming.
Maybe next time he will. So okay. I think Brittany, we got everybody. We got you, right? Did we get you on that one? Okay, I'm making sure as we go around here because I skipped a couple things tonight because we were getting a little later. So topic here I want to talk about here, one of the last ones of the night, and then we'll go around real quick on what everybody's got going and doing here. Is I got a moth in here. It's driving me nuts. There we go. I don't know if I got him or not. I tried to whack him. The baking down. Of course, Baker's going to go crazy with this. We don't need technicalities. I got to control Baker. Gideon's Bakehouse has put out their second half of July listing. They got their sea turtle cookie, which is one of the most popular ones that they have. My question isn't just about the sea turtle cookie. My question is, if you're planning a Disney trip and you're thinking about baked items, whether it be cookies or cakes, are you thinking about? You're lucky this is a Hangout because on my interviews I got a no cat rule. Is that the dog behind you?
Yeah, they were going nuts because we have the door closed.
Is it when you're thinking about going down there? Is it Gideon's you're thinking about? Is it like the cake house over there on the boardwalk? Is that your top level, or are you still thinking Disney as your place to go? I know Baker's in here, and that's what he does. I can tell you for years. For me, it was fresh cupcakes in the morning over at the Contemporary, either at the Contemporary or at the Confectionery when you walked in the park and you could come in and they were coming off the racks coming in. I didn't care about breakfast. I went and got a cupcake every time I went there. So Cakes and Mandy started up. Is any of those? Is it none of the above? Is it something else I'm missing? What's your thoughts on as far as like cake baked goods in the parks and resorts?
Well, you hit the nail on the head when you said cupcake. Because my must do is the campfire cupcake at Wilderness Lodge.
Okay.
Absolute must do. So.
We've never even been to Gideon's.
Yeah, we've never been to Gideon's, never been to the cake shop.
I don't think we've been to Springs the last 3 times we were down there.
At least the last 2.
Yeah.
But.
I mean, I don't know. We're down there. I don't know. Disney Springs just isn't a priority for us. Okay. Unless we're going to eat, I mean, I don't know, because we can't really shop for a whole lot because we're flying.
Okay.
And the company I work for would ship stuff, but, they still cost me too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just don't go to Springs a lot. So,
okay.
Yeah, I've heard, the cupcakes the Monterey cupcake that you really like, too, over at the Contemporary.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but she's a big cupcake person, and
excuse me,
I'm not going to say no to that.
What wonderful cupcake at the Contemporary is that?
The Monterey cupcake.
Yeah, the white chocolate Monterey cupcake at the Contemporary.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Baker, I know we're going to get a skewed version of an answer here, but go ahead. Hey, bud.
I'll attempt to keep this small. My hat off to Gideon's. What an amazing idea. You and I and Nanette went in there that one time, and it was just, that was only the second time I had been in there, and we waited, I don't know, 25, 35, 40 minutes to get in there. But the line of people that go in there, estimated over 40,000 people last season shopped in Gideon's.
Wow.
That's a huge number. Mm-hmm. That's a huge number. When you tell your guests you can only buy a total of 6 cookies, excuse me? Why did you put a number on that? So if I wanted to go in and buy 10 of these or 12 of these or 2 dozen of these, I can't. Who puts a number on that? Okay, I don't understand. I think this cookie is going to be amazing, and I will tell you after I eat one, and I'll do a live on this cookie, and I'll do it there in Disney Springs because this cookie looks absolutely delicious. And the menu for July, I looked at it up close on my other screen. Yeah, it's inviting and good for them. I think it's a great. I'm not a fan of all their stuff, but I think it's a good gimmick, if you will.
Okay, like it. Miss Caruso, your thoughts?
I love Gideon's. I remember the first time Ron experienced Gideon's. I was streaming in Disney Springs, and I asked him if he would go get me a Gideon's cookie, and he said, "Just one?" I said, "Yeah, I really just want one cookie, if you wouldn't mind, because I was over there near the boathouse, and Gideon's was like right around the corner, and it was at the concert venue right over there." And he went over there. He said, "They like gave me a queue. I'm gonna get like when I can go there." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." That's fine. We'll just wait. And they called it at like 9 o'clock or quarter till 9. And so he went over. You remember that, Regina? Yeah, Regina was in my stream. And he went over there, and he thought to himself, well, I waited all this time. I'm not buying just one cookie. I'm buying 6. So he bought 6 cookies. And then I think I asked him for a drink too. I like this one coffee drink that they have over there. And he was so shocked at the price of the cookies. He says, "What are these cookies made out of?" I said,
They're
"I
not
told you
cheap.
to get me one." They're not cheap. I'll tell you what, they do freeze very well, because I took those home and I froze them. I cut them up because you can't eat, like I can't eat a whole one. I'll eat like a quarter,
A quarter of a cookie?
Yeah, at a time, because they're so thick.
Oh,
And then, so like they last me forever. Those 6 cookies lasted me forever, but they're good. They're worth the wait.
Okay.
I like Summer House on the Lake too. I like their cookies.
You beat me to my punch. I was going to get to that with the other option being out. Summer House now is very good with their cookies, and a lot of options out there as well. So that's something else to keep in mind. That is, obviously Disney's getting a cut of everything, but it's not just Disney parks stuff right now. So Tina, what's your thoughts?
This cookie, like I want to make this cookie because I can't have it, but it looks so good. Not sure. Is it like pecans? Is that what the nuts are?
I think so. Yes, yeah, probably.
Okay, so I can do the pecans. If it was walnuts, I'm iffy on because I'm allergic. But I like pecans when they're accompanied by chocolate, and so this is a hard yes for me.
Okay, good stuff there. Tina, I should also let you know.
I don't believe nuts should be in a lot of things.
So,
she's not wrong.
She asked me to please, when we got to this, to let you know that, and also.
And then I'm team sausage.
Yes. So.
I'm also team sausage.
There you go. So, Thad, I don't know if you're team sausage or not, but there's a lot of cookies down there that you could get.
Yeah, I'm not. I've never been to Gideon's. I'm just not gonna wait for. I'm not gonna wait for a cookie. It's just. I see that line every time I'm over there. I've tried them. Like a friend had one and gave me some. It was fine, but like, yeah, I wait in enough lines. I don't need to wait for cookies.
I agree with both of those items. Still, Kelsey says. There you go.
You haven't had any of my cookies. You'd wait in line for mine.
I gotta admit, I gotta say this before I
prove
go to
it.
Brittany. Oh, hold on. Let me go to Brittany, then I'll answer that. Brittany, what's your thoughts on the whole Gideon's thing there? Summer House and all that.
Yeah, no, I love Gideon's. I go and get the flavor of the month every single month and do a video on it. I didn't know they were switching to the Sea Turtle feeder this month because they had Rocky Road earlier in the month, which is like my favorite.
Okay.
But no, I love them. I always get them for family that are coming into town. And I surprise them with the Gideon's cookie because they know the line is there. And they're like, I'm not going to wait. And I was like, well, here's a cookie. So it's like my welcome to Orlando cookie. And I've also been to the small location, like the really like their first location. So it's I don't know. It's kind of cool. I like that it's a local business and I like them. So.
If anybody coming to the Maryland meetup would like to get over with the guy doing the meetup, you could bring him a chocolate chip Gideon's cookie. So just saying. I got to say that about Baker. So
his crew needs to take it too.
Excuse me?
his croonies will take it too.
That's true. Well, here's a good story before I get to this. I bought a whole box of cookies from Gideon's. We had our first meet up here. And I had it sitting in there on the counter thing, right? And all of a sudden, I look in the box. All 6 Gideon's cookies are gone. And I'm like, what the hell? I just bought these damn cookies, right? I look over, there's Tina's kids, all happy, all sugared up, all cookies everywhere, all over the place.
I didn't even know this happened until afterwards.
Until after the fact, yeah. Because I went to Tina, I was like, the hell? The kids ate all the Gideon's cookies. I was like, they should have eaten the Oreos that were right there on the table.
You offered it to them. What do you expect?
I offered them Oreos cookies. I didn't say go in the box of this $6.50 cookie.
Look.
Even Cookie Monster would have had cardiac arrest on the middle of my floor. Baker offered to make some cupcakes and do everything here. He used to cook, or he used to bake, I should say correctly, the first couple years here at the house, which was awesome. So the one year, it didn't go as well as planned. Probably my fault. I don't think we had all the stuff we needed or whatever. But here's what I do know. His homemade icing that he had here, people were trying to lick the forks as they were coming out. Am I wrong, Tina? Tina was what?
Nope.
Well, Tina did something else in the kitchen with the icing that was totally inappropriate.
Yes, I did, and I have a photo to prove it.
I walk into my kitchen. I'm going to tell this story. I don't care. I walk into my kitchen, and I hear Tina go, "Hey, look at this!" And I turn and look, and there's Tina. She's got all this icing in one of like the cake top and icing things, and she's squirting it into Jen's mouth. It was, oh my God. And they're taking pictures. That's how good the icing was. So I'll give Baker his props. Baker can bake. And you know what, Thad? You're living down there. If he starts baking in his kitchen again, you ought to find out when he's doing the stream and stop over. He loves having people sample his stuff. You could get some free baked good samples. Wouldn't cost you Gideon $6.50. That's for sure.
Well, I just told him he's got to prove it to me that he makes these great cookies that I'd wait in line for. So
I got to give him his props on that one. I was surprised too when he actually did some baking with us. Of course, he was a baker up here for 40 some years. If you can't do that, then after 40 some years, something would be wrong. Let's talk about what everybody's got going on. Thad, start me out. When are you going to be live again?
Going live tomorrow. I'll be over at Epcot. Lawrence from Park Bros is going to be hanging out. So he's going to be getting his first ride on Test Track, hopefully. So we'll be hanging out over at Epcot all day.
Nice.
I'll be over at Magic Kingdom Sunday night for the new parade. Tune in for that. I'll be over at Epcot again on Tuesday for Test Track. So
are you live on the parade one, or are you filming?
Yeah, I'll be live. Yep.
Live for the parade one. Okay. It's going to be a lot of people. Lawrence says we called your name. Yes, we did. We did. I hung out with Lawrence last week. It was really cool to hang out with him. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So, okay. Thad's got a lot going. Miss Brittany, I know you're busy with work and everything now, but what do we got coming from you? Anything good?
Yeah, I mean, just the normal. I post a new video Monday through Friday. Fridays are my Disney Character Warehouse outlet videos. So you're trying to figure out what's in there. If it's worth a trip next time you're down, check those out every Friday. But yeah, we're catching me at Hollywood Studios taking photos. So come say hi.
All right, there you go. Welcome into Wendy. Found her HEA. Welcome in, Wendy. It's sound bites from people through the time. Welcome in. Baker, you told me you're going to do whatever the heck you want. It doesn't matter what your wife says. What do you got coming up?
Well, I'll also be at Magic Kingdom Sunday night, streaming live.
Nice.
Yes, and I'll be in my spot at 8 a.m.
You're probably going to need to be. You're probably
bring me some cookies.
Wrong. I say at least 6 hours. Welcome into Vanessa, by the way. I say at least 6 hours over there probably to get a decent spot and hold it.
Not when you're 9'4", Pete. I'm going to stroll up about 15 minutes before that parade and have a great spot.
Shooting over everybody. There you go. So I love it. I love it. Miss Tina, I saw you went live again. Oh Lord!
Oh!
Dog.
That was like
That was a dog.
Time out, Tina. This is why we don't allow cats when we're streaming.
No, it was the small dog. It wasn't even the big dog. It was the small dog.
No. I'm blaming the cat. One cat goes through, F's it up.
And here comes the big dog.
Tina, what do you got coming up?
Nothing as exciting as that. I went live on Wednesday. Just give a life update. I'm assuming I'll be back here tomorrow night for news and merch.
Yes, you will.
Chris on Saturday.
Nice.
It won't be on Triple C's on Sunday. I got houses to look at in New England this weekend. So
Tina will be there, but we will have a great show nonetheless, and we're wishing her the best of luck of doing that. So that should be some good stuff there. We're excited about that. Yes, our Disney News and Merch tomorrow night will be Tina, Doug, and then guest Walt and Melissa will be in with us. And then Bounce and Journey will be in with us. Jen is still traveling home from her vacation. So we'll get her back in house on Sunday night, which will be kind of cool. And that's going on. Cakes, you guys are running your Thursday show. You got any other shows coming up? I know you said you wanted to talk about Dame Dystopia's rack.
Nope.
Of spices.
Nope. I don't like her spices at all. She's and I know I'm going to get a phone call from that too. So,
is that like KFC? 39?
No, it's yeah.
What is it? 39?
I don't know. I don't even want to know. No.
Why
we're going live. We're going to be live on Thursday night at 7.
Oh my
8,
God!
7? I don't know. We're gonna be
Look
live
how
on
red
Thursday
you are
night.
right now, Cakes. Why are you so red? You're blood red.
Because I know I'm gonna get yelled at for that.
Dave, you look as red as Doug did after his trip down here.
Oh my God.
I love the fact
we'll be live on Thursday at 7.
I love the fact that he's more scared of Dave than his wife, who's 1 foot away.
She's worse than I am.
Well, hold on. Right now, I'm not concerned about this. I'm more concerned about now stalking Baker and figuring out where he lives, because now I'm very interested in this icing.
It is good icing.
Oh, I gotta find that photo.
Oh
no!
Oh my God! All right,
we'll be live Thursday at 7.
Thursday at 7. They're doing a great job. Are you guys still doing the hangouts with Lily from time to time on campus?
Yeah, we do those. We do those once a month, and I do not know when the next one is yet.
Okay.
We got to talk to the boss.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's waiting on her cookie jar, so.
It'll be some. We'll have one. We'll have another one of those sometime in August.
Awesome. I love that. You guys do a great job with that. Miss Caruso, when will you be live again?
I will be live on Sunday as well in the Magic Kingdom at 7 for the parade. And I'm going to be live Tuesday and Wednesday, 2 streams on Wednesday.
Wow.
So I'll be with Main Street next. So he's coming back to the park with me, wants to stay a couple of days. And maybe even Monday and Thursday. So I might go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Good for you.
Sunday. We'll see.
Good for you. Do it. Go for it. If you guys haven't watched Miss Caruso, good Lord, what? Hello, puppy. If you haven't watched Miss Caruso's stream, it's a great job. You're gonna have. Here's my thing to everybody as you're listening tonight. Mandy Adams, welcome in. Sunday is going to be packed with a lot of amazing people streaming. If you got a computer, open them all up and give them some love. Open up 6, 7, 8 streams. I had 11 opened up today in my monitors here from Disney. I'm going to have the same opened up on Sunday with all my friends, giving everybody watch time as much as I can, trying to help them find their algorithm so that more people can find them. Fast Pass Radio says I just subscribed to Jennifer's channel. Well, thank you for doing that. We appreciate you for doing that. It's going to be some magic down there, and 3 of the amazing people on this stream are going to be live along with many others. So go over, check it out. I can't wait. To see a little bit of that on the streams on Sunday, and B, to get there myself and see it live at some point in August. We're excited about that just to see the colors and everything it looks. I love
Check
it
out
on
that.
nights like that. Go ahead.
Check out the Disney Streamer Network multi-view. You can watch everybody all at once.
There you go.
Yep.
I will have all my streams open up right here. I open up 11 different streams, and I watch it from all the different areas on the large screens and try to moderate and help people along the way, and also coordinate and let people know that are my friends. Hey, it left here. It's over here. Giving people updates. I don't mind doing. I've done that for years in this studio. It was always one of my things that I love doing as an enhancer before I became a creator, and sitting there doing that for Resort TV One today took me back to those times and made me feel valued in a different way than I usually do. Sunday night or tomorrow night, news and merch 9 to 11. Going to be a great show. Sunday night, Triple C's 6 o'clock with that show. Sunday night for Disney Insomniacs at 10:45. Some new channels that we're going to talk about, some new updates. Can't wait to talk to everybody about that. We got a great guest coming again next Wednesday night, which is going to be a lot of fun. I am booked up now on the Two Truths and a Lie night, Wednesday night, all the way through into September now, into almost October. And Triple C's is now booked up all the way through the end of 2025. So that's going to be something good. We're going to take this show probably starting the week of August 1st, and we're going to move it to Tuesday nights later, 9:30ish. That way you can go over and watch Caruso. Jennifer usually goes every Tuesday night around 5 o'clock. And you'll be doing a lot of the musicians down there with Epcot, right, Jen? Won't you be doing a bunch of those?
Yeah, I will, Pete. Usually on Tuesday, I do 2 streams. I do like an 11 or 12 o'clock stream, and then I'll either do Happily Ever After, go over the Magic Kingdom for the evening. But during the concert season, during the food and wine, I'll be doing concerts over in Epcot.
She does a great job with those guys. If that's your thing, definitely check into Jennifer for that. I'm moving this show not because I want to be in competition with anybody else or anything. I'm simply moving it because Thursday night starts Thursday Night Football, and this channel has grown a lot because we've met a lot of Disney sports people. I need to do the Thursday Night Football shows, so I have to do this on the other night, and the only night I have is Tuesday. So we're gonna do that. So I'm looking forward to that. And this Tuesday night we have coming up on her show, the young lady Debbie Weiss, who has all these Disney movie cells that she has in her gallery for sale. Like I said, she had it was Jiminy Cricket. I was corrected. It was from Pinocchio that she had the Jiminy Cricket. She had the incredible one that I wanted to get, which was the one for Roger Rabbit, and so many others. I can't wait for everybody to see that. That'll be on Tuesday night that Mana Ramali and I will be doing that one, and then we got to get some other ones booked. Other than that, the best thing you can do is go out, support your friends, support the people that are part of this community. Lawrence is doing a good job running the Disney Streamer Network. He's putting a ton of hours into it, guys. He is actually fronting the entire cost of the website now himself. So if anybody wants to be more involved and wants to be part of that and do it at a different level, you can reach out to Lawrence and help him do that. But that is his thing now that he is doing to make sure that keeps going. And it is a really good thing. And I do acknowledge and endorse what he's doing over there. With that, I say thank you to all of you amazing people for coming on tonight. I say thank you to all of you for watching the chat, all of the moderators who are in here helping us. Debbie, thank you for dropping all the links. We're going to go out of here easy tonight. That way I can talk to everybody backstage. And let's see, why not go out? Why not go out with everybody who might be in here that I have one for? So we go here.
Hello, this is Jennifer Caruso coming to you from the Magic Kingdom. You're watching the Pete McDevitt Show, and we'll be right back.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Disney Baker, and you're taking a break from the Pete McDevitt Show. What do you know? This does record upside down. Well, now back to Pete's show. See ya.
Hi, I'm Zippity Doo Dog.
And I'm Scallywag Steve.
And you're watching the Pete McDevitt